Hi, Mrs. Smith.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Kelsey. I'm the
Kelsey.
registered dietitian here at the hospital.
Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I sit down for a few minutes and talk to you?
No, go for it.
Great, thanks. So I'm the registered dietitian here. How are you feeling today?
Oh, just I'm in a hospital, so as best as I can be, I guess.
Yeah.
For being in here.
Okay, well the doctor sent me in here to talk to you for about 10 minutes this morning
Okay.
about your new diagnosis of type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
But before we get started, could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, I live alone. I guess just recently was diagnosed with diabetes, so I don't really know too much about that. I'm not very active. It's kind of hard for me to move around and such like that. I don't know. That's really it.
Do you mind if I take notes during the session?
No.
Great. So you're not very active, but you live alone, right? Okay. Do you have any family members that are close to you?
I guess the closest one's probably about an hour away, so not too far, but still, it's a good drive.
Okay. So is that your children or
Yes.
siblings or
It's my daughter.
your daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any grandkids?
No, not as of right now.
Not
Still
yet.
hoping,
Maybe.
but maybe one day.
Okay. Well, great. All right. So you said you don't know very much about type 2 diabetes. Is that right?
That is right.
Okay.
So I guess they told me I was pre-diabetic not too long ago, but they didn't really give me much information on that, so I guess it got worse.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, I'd love to talk to you a little bit about that. Do you have any specific questions about diabetes in general, or would you like me to just go over it?
that would be, the only thing I do know is it has to do with the foods I eat, I guess, and maybe my activity level and all of that, but I don't know the specifics about it.
Yeah, well, those are two main parts about diabetes. But basically diabetes, for you have type 2, which means your body has trouble dealing with the sugar that you eat. So whenever you eat a meal, your body breaks down the food into sugar and it goes into your bloodstream. And then your body is supposed to create this thing called insulin, which is a hormone that helps your body deal with all the sugar that's down in your bloodstream. And with type 2 diabetes, you have trouble producing the insulin, so that means you have a large amount of extra sugar in your blood, which is why you're on the insulin pump right now, which is helping lower that high level of blood sugar.
Okay. Now, when you say sugar, do you mean like sugar that I add to cookies? Or do you mean, is that what you're talking about?
Well, that's one thing, but there's sugar in everything that you eat almost. So all carbohydrate foods, have you heard of those before?
A little bit, like pastas?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Pasta's one. There's also carbohydrates, fruit, vegetables, dairy products like milk if you drink a lot of milk throughout your day, and also breads and grains like that.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
But your body breaks down all the carbohydrates and the meals that you eat into the sugar,
Okay.
which goes into your bloodstream. Do you have any questions about that so far?
Nope, I think you're explaining that pretty well.
Okay. Now I'd like to talk about your usual food intake, so what you normally eat from day to day, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so whenever you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing that you eat or drink in the day?
Oh gosh. Probably an everything bagel
Okay.
with cream cheese. Sometimes I like to have a glass of milk with that, or maybe orange juice and a
Okay.
coffee.
That's in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what else do you eat throughout the day? What's next?
Probably after that, I will have either like a piece of toast with peanut butter, or I really like Nutella, so I'll put peanut butter and Nutella on it. It's like a little Reese's treat.
Yum.
And then I'll probably have another, either like a Coke or something with that.
Would you say that's around lunchtime, or is that more of a snack?
That would probably be in between lunch and after that, I guess I would eat a sandwich, like a Subway or something like that. I really like the Italian sub
Okay.
that they have.
Yeah.
And then I'll have some chips and a Coke with that as well.
Okay. And that's for lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then after lunch, do you have another snack before dinner, or do you just wait until dinner?
It depends. I would say the majority of the time I probably have a snack.
Okay.
But my snack, let's see. Sometimes I'll have like a candy bar,
Okay.
like a Snickers or something.
Mm-hmm.
And other times I'll have maybe a granola bar or something like that.
Okay. Candy bar or granola bar?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have dinner later on?
Yes.
Okay.
I really like Italian food, so lasagna is like one of my favorites. Yes. And then I'll have, sometimes like a pasta dish or something like that. But I normally just eat the lasagna, but I cover my plate with it. So.
Do you drink anything with dinner?
I do. I might have a glass of milk or a water.
Okay. And then later on in the evening, do you have another snack before bed?
Sometimes I'll have dessert. I really love tiramisu.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll have ice cream.
Yeah.
Like Rocky Road.
Is that your favorite?
Mhm.
Rocky Road? That's a good
It
one.
is.
Okay, and then you said you have maybe 1 or 2 Cokes throughout the day, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And what size Cokes are you drinking? Are they like a can of Coke or a bottle or?
Like the bottles. That are,
Bottles?
yeah. I don't know how many ounces or.
Can you show me with your hands how big it is, do you
Yeah, it's
think?
probably about that big.
Okay.
So like a normal size bottle that you would get from a machine or something.
Okay. And you have the same size for both times of the day? Okay. And then you go to Subway a lot for lunch, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For the subs, do you get the 6-inch or the footlongs?
Sometimes I get the footlongs. I would say that it's probably an equal amount between the two.
Okay, so it just depends on how hungry you are that day?
Mhm.
Okay. Great. And then you said you like to fill up your plate with the lasagna at dinner time?
Mhm.
Okay. And then dessert, do you think that's like a nightly thing?
Yes, I always have dessert.
Okay. Let's talk about your exercise for just a few seconds. You said you can't really get that much because it's hard to move around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any pets or anything like that?
I do. I have a dog, and I used to take him on a walk a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just getting harder to move around, so I don't take him on as many walks. So I'm pretty. I don't know. I just hang out most of the time.
Yeah, I understand. It's difficult. Okay. Well, with diet and exercise, it's a lot easier to manage your new diagnosis of type 2 diabetes. But do you think that one or the other would be something you would like to focus on first off to help manage?
It may be easier to work on maybe what I eat. I just
Yeah.
don't know what I'm eating that would be bad.
Okay.
You know?
Well, you're not eating anything like particular bad. Everything is fine in moderation or for treats like that. It's really up to you. I think you're doing a great job of spacing out your meals throughout the day and you have snacks built into your day. I can give you some examples if you like for some things you could choose from, or do you see anything on your meal plan that you think would be important for you to change?
I mean, if you could help me, that would be great too. Just, I guess, for me to choose from, that
Okay.
would be awesome.
Alright, well, just from what we've just talked about from your food intake, there's some discretionary calories is what we talk about, or what we call them anyway, and that just means there are extra calories that your body doesn't really need throughout the day for the nutrients that you're consuming. So one thing that you could do is maybe instead of having 2 Cokes a day, change it to 1. That's one option.
Okay.
And if you don't like that, you could also, for your lasagna at dinner time, maybe instead of a whole plate, change it to a half a plate and add some vegetables or fruits or any other kind of foods that you would like on the side.
Okay. I think I could probably do that one because I really like Coke.
Okay.
But lasagna, I could probably maybe put a salad on the side?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
That'd be great.
Okay.
So you think you could, you're willing to change lasagna at dinner to half a plate instead of a whole plate?
Mhm.
And then also add a salad on the side?
Yeah.
Okay. How confident do you feel that you could do that?
Probably a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't really give you a scale, did I?
Oh,
On a
you're
1 to
fine.
5, it would still be a 3?
Yeah, it just would be kind of in the center, you know,
Okay.
for the most part.
Is there anything that I could do or you think would help bring that up to a 4 or 5 for your confidence level?
I don't know how to make salad, so
Okay.
if there was like a already made salad or something like that I could get, then it would just be easier for me, because I normally buy the already like made lasagna too.
Yeah, at the store they have prepackaged salads. All you have to do is take it out of the bag. It's already washed and everything.
Oh, okay.
So that's a really easy way to add salad if you're interested in that.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. That would probably improve my confidence.
Okay. And for this goal, do you think you could do this 2 or 3 times a week or even more?
Yeah, I could probably do that 2 or 3 times a week, because that's how much I eat the lasagna too.
2 or 3 times a week?
Mhm.
Great. Okay, well I also have a handout here for you about a diabetes education class that you can attend.
Okay.
And maybe if your daughter wants to come and go with you.
Oh, okay. I could see if she would be available.
Yeah, or a friend or anybody. And then I also have my contact information on here,
Okay.
right here at the top. So if you need to call me or talk about your diet or anything like that, I'd be glad to talk to you.
Okay.
Great.
That sounds great.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Do you have any other questions today before I go?
I don't believe so right now. I guess I'll shoot you an email or something like that
Yeah.
if I have a question.
Great, thank you. It was nice to meet you.
It was very nice meeting you.